Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
So you need to find the thing that you're focusing on, because if your symptoms are not what you want, if you're not having positive symptoms of belief, of happiness, of energy, then you need to change what it is that you are studying, right? You need to change what it is that you are thinking about all the time. Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And if you listened to my podcast last week, my quickie last week, I was in a very crazy low place. Thankfully, I definitely have done all of the things to kind of lift myself up and out of that place. But I just want to say thank you for all of the love and all of the messages. And also, I know that it really is important to share exactly where we're at. All of the people who maybe you listen to in podcasts or, whose books that you read. I think it's so important for all of us to share vulnerably about what the journey really looks like. Or you feel like when you're going through it, that something is wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's happening to everyone. And it is so important to just be real with your people, with yourself, with your friends, so that they can help you, right? It's so much easier to be like, I got this. And you don't got this. And nobody is helping because you didn't ask for it. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for just listening and always being there. And today I want to talk about some things that I did. I just want to talk about the science behind manifestation. So I want to talk about why manifestation and positive thinking and doing all the things to get yourself out of those places and getting back to believing it, right? Like Jamie Kern-Lima's new book, which is amazing. Absolutely read that book. And why believing it is going to get you to where you want to go. So I was reading a blog this morning by abracadabrajournal.com. Yep, that's what I said. Abracadabra Journal. And it was talking about placebo effect. And we all have heard about placebo effect and the effect that this has on studies, the effect that this has on testing different drugs and things like that. And they used an example of placebo effect of having two groups with the same amount of people in each group, group 1 and group 2, and talking about how they gave the group 1 an eczema cream. So this particular group, every person in group 1 and group 2 both had eczema that they wanted to treat. They gave group 1 an actual eczema cream. They gave group 2 a plain cream that was not supposed to help eczema at all. And group 1 and group 2 used it for the same amount of time. Group 2 was, like I said, told that they were given the same cream and they had the same result at the end of the test, at the end of the amount of days. Now, why does that happen? Because they believed that they were given something that would work for their eczema. So if the results are almost similar, I believe it was just a tiny bit of variance. If the results are almost similar, what would happen if you believed that the strategies and the things that you were doing could work? What would happen if you believed that your plan could work? It doesn't mean that you have to 100% go into believing it. It just means you have to believe it a little bit more than you don't. You just have to believe a little bit more than you don't. That's what my friend Jen Gottlieb always says. You just have to believe it a little bit more than you don't. I'm saying it again because you guys need to get that. So your thoughts are constantly propelling you or hindering you. Every single thought that you are letting soak into your brain, that you're letting sit there, that you're letting take up real estate is either helping or hindering you. So I want you to think about what the thoughts are that you're thinking most right now, and that's going to be your result. So it's the choice to say, oh, nope, don't want to be thinking that anymore. What do I want to be thinking and feeling? So something else that this particular blog talks about. This is so interesting. I'm going to read it right off here. It says, on the flip side, the placebo effect is also present with negative thinking, which of course elicits negative results. A great example of this is medical student syndrome, which represents the development of symptoms of a specific disease that the medical student is studying. It's been found that around 70 to 80% of medical students develop this syndrome while studying. Okay, let's talk about that. So this goes into the idea of what the hell are you listening to? What are you watching? What type of shows are you watching? Are you watching shows that make the world appear to be bad? Are you watching things that are really negative? Are you watching the news all the time? Because that is going to become your reality and you're going to get symptoms. Just like this medical student syndrome that happens when they are studying a specific disease, 70 to 80%, it says, of medical students can develop this syndrome while studying specific diseases. So if you are AKA studying / watching something very negative, you're going to get the symptom of that. So I want you to look today, what is the symptom that you have and what is it from? Because a symptom is only from something. So get to the root and figure out why you're having this symptom. Is it a friend who's very negative? Is it someone that you're hanging around that you are catching their cold, quote unquote, their negative thoughts? You're catching whatever it is that they are putting down. And you really have to start thinking about that because and it doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything because the world, you would have to shut out the world, right? You'd have to live in a little box in order to do that. But you just have to make sure that you're around the positive a little bit more than you are around the negative. And what's going to happen is the more that you're around the positive and the more you listen to positive podcasts, the more you listen to positive, only play, more positive shows or things that are a little more upbeat or read positive books or listen to positive music. You guys, even when I was younger, I used to hang around a group of people that would listen to really negative, dark music. And I would be so affected by that. And I would notice that my mood would change whenever that would happen. And I had to start listening to like super upbeat, poppy music or something that was happy, because your mood is directly impacted. You get the symptoms of whatever the thing is. So you need to find the thing that you're focusing on, because if your symptoms are not what you want, if you're not having positive symptoms of belief, of happiness, of energy, then you need to change what it is that you are studying, right? You need to change what it is that you are thinking about all the time. So you guys, I'm sending you so much love today. I would love to hear, if this podcast impacted you, if you had an aha moment, if you are going to change one of the things that you're focusing on or studying, like these students. So you guys, I just appreciate you more than I can tell you. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar, and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to Kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also has influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at Kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group.
Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule texts to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true, deep sense of community. And it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com.
Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.